Welcome back, Venus Warriors. This is episode 40, and I'm going to continue on with what we were talking about with confidence. But today I want to talk a little bit about how to overcome social anxiety. So it goes hand in hand with confidence. And I know that this was a big deal for me way back in college, that I used to be super awkward in social settings, and I was just shy, and I just didn't feel comfortable. So then I finally learned this term of social anxiety because I never really understood what that meant. And I guess now I understood at that time, where I was like, oh, it's when I was really uncomfortable just getting thrown into some, group of people, or if I wanted to go out with some friends and there's just all these other people that I didn't know. So it took time, but I no longer have that type of anxiety, but it's just because it took time to get there. And the time that it took to get there was just practice. That's all it took, was just doing it over and over and over again. But the thing about this social anxiety is that you really need to say, okay, is this something that I even want to get over? Right? I mean, it can be fine if you don't want to be that super extrovert and just go into these gatherings or whatever. That's up to you. Right? If this is something that you want to achieve, and let's say it's even a conference for work, or maybe, you're an entrepreneur and that you'd want to go to these type of celebrations or gatherings or workshops or whatever, because you want to improve what you're doing, or you want to learn more so that you're doing better. Well, then there's going to be a time where you're going to have to get over it. Right? And you say, okay, Liz, that's so easy for you to say, just get over it. It's not that easy. I get it. Like I just told you, it's not easy. I totally get it, because I had to do the same thing. But what I learned from practice and just doing it over and over again is that you just have to keep going, right? You have to face the fear and do it anyway. And that's with anything. It doesn't matter what it is. But there are some tips and some little tricks that I figured out to get better at these social situations. And one of them is don't drink a ton, because that doesn't help, because that really doesn't help. I've seen people do that because they're just so anxious, and then they're just a sloppy mess. So don't do that. But one thing that you can do is step into the crowd, right? Go to the gathering, whatever it is, and just observe at first. And you'll notice that there are the extroverts. There's the ones, like you would see me, that talks to anyone. Those are the people that will be the easiest to talk to. You should go up to them. And that will make you feel more comfortable, because they have no problem speaking to anybody. And it will help you and say, oh, okay, at least this person's talking to me. And you'll have that comfort of feeling, all right, this is not so bad. So go and look for the extroverts, get into a conversation with them, get into that flow, and you'll feel so much better. That's one thing that I used to do when I was in these situations. But another thing too is to think about, okay, where are you? What is this gathering? Is it for entrepreneur stuff? Is it for, whatever conference for your career that you're in? Is it a tech conference? Is it a science conference? Whatever it is. And figure, guess what? All those people are there for the same reason, right? They're also interested in that topic. So you can talk about that, right? And the other thing that really, it took me a while to really think about this, because when you're in yourself, like in your head, you're thinking that you're the only one that's uncomfortable. And that's so not true. So majority of the people that are there as well, maybe not like the 5 super extroverts, but the other people are probably feeling the same exact way that you are. So go ahead and help them out too. So go ahead and start that conversation. Just introduce yourself. Say, hey, my name's Liz. I'm so excited to be here, or I'm really excited to learn more about this, or, I'm a little apprehensive or scared or whatever about, this such big crowd, or, whatever it is. Just start a conversation, because those people are probably feeling the same exact way that you're feeling. And that's one thing that goes throughout anything in our lives, is that we always think that, oh my God, it's like, it's me, right? You're always in your head and you're thinking, and guess what? Everyone else is thinking the same thing, because no one really cares what you're thinking right now. And because they're all thinking about themselves. Like you're watching this or listening to this right now and you're thinking the same thing. You can either be like, Liz, I'm totally with you, or like, okay, this chick doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. But one or the other, you're in your head and it's all about how you're thinking and how you're perceiving. So guess what? Everyone else is doing the same thing. Everyone else is in their own head. So take life that way. Understand that, hey, no one really cares what I'm doing because no one's really watching me because they're all so concerned about themselves. There you go. So that's some tips that you can use. I don't know how many of you, may have felt this social anxiety or super uncomfortable. If I'm totally off base, tell me. Write me a comment. Let me know that maybe you feel completely different and this has nothing to do with how you're feeling and that it's completely asinine or whatever, because this is what I've done and it worked. I'm a complete extrovert now and I love going out, and my husband hates it because he's an introvert and I get all this energy from other people and he just wants to sit home and gain his energy that way. And I don't know. I don't get it. So there you go. But thanks for watching and listening. The book is coming out soon. We're on second edits now. Really exciting. If you're not on the list to find out what's going on, I just sent one out about what cover photo to use. I'm asking everyone for their help because this book is for people like you that maybe, you've gone through the stuff that I've gone through, or maybe, it's best to find out what someone else has gone through, that you're not the only one going through it and that you can get through it. And that's what the book is all about. It's all about how you can achieve whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, but understanding the stories and listening to what someone else has gone through and how they overcome it can help you in doing the same thing. So the website is IamEnough.bs.com. And that you can enter an email. You get all the information about what's coming. And it's really exciting because now we're on second edits and now we're going to design the cover. So I'll probably be sending things out there too. I already asked about the headshot, and the photo, and I'm asking for input, right? This is a collaboration project. This is because I'm writing it for people like you to help you guys out and everything that I've gone through, and maybe it'll help you. And if it just helps one person, that's awesome. I've succeeded. That's all I'm thinking about. And that's what it's all about. So thanks so much. You can get on that. And when you're done with that, then you can get in the private group that we have on Facebook. It's the Venus Warriors group. And there I throw a lot of other things like I do in the podcast, but I go into a lot more detail about certain topics and what you can do and things like that. And people seem to enjoy it. So, hey, I'm going to keep doing it because people seem to like it. Thanks so much. I truly appreciate all of you. If you like this, subscribe, get the updates, share it with someone, and leave a comment so that I can cover something that you're really wanting me to talk about. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. See ya. Bye.